Good morning. It's time for daily game design, and um, some cool, some cool moments, and one confession to share. Um, well, last night, actually, let me think. So, yeah, it was a full weekend. So Saturday, I did music at Kailua Church. Nice potluck after. Then went to my friend's house. Took a short nap on the couch. Learned Parks and Potions. Read through the rule book. Very short, very simple, pretty clear rule book. I think there are a couple little things that, as small, simple of a game as it is, there are a couple little things that I'd probably want to clarify, maybe a little bit. Um, yeah, and then anyway, we played in the evening. Played Sea Salt and Paper. Yesterday, Sunday, after the stream, I took off pretty much right away and went to the Marine Corps base in Kaneohe. Did music there, had a quick lunch, then shot back over into town, where I met up with a friend of mine, Daniel, new to me friend, and he attended the retreat. This was one of the few who've just shown up. I think they heard about it through I want to say it was Alyssa at the Spring TTO Con, and they had a nice time. In fact, they played one of my new games, another new to me game, Shipyard, I think, which is related by designer to an experience I had last night. I'll get into that in a second. Anyway, met with Daniel for about an hour and a half or so. We went to Blue Tree, a very nice little cafe, little coffee shop that's in Kaka'ako area. My first time there. And I also ran into Elizabeth, who's an acquaintance through Ming. We chatted for a little while before Daniel arrived. Anyway, Daniel, enthusiastic, strong critical thinker. It's really about building, developing things, offering meaningful experiences. So he's really interested in supporting the retreat. He's finishing a degree, an MBA. So he's business minded, and he'd really like to see the retreat succeed, grow. This is the first time. I'm still waiting for the invoice, but this is the first time we've asked the most that we need to ask from our people in order to be self-sustained. So what I mean by that is the camp is charging us full price. It looks like we broke even, so that is a big deal that we got there. And this is after, this is our third year doing it, so the ramp was very slow, and I think that helped us. It's not obvious whether why am I just on Facebook here? There's this lady crying playing the piano, so I was distracted by that momentarily. Oh, interesting. Um, we're starting to see some more. This guy, what's his name? Sam Healy, I think, from the Dice Tower. He tends to review the Christian games that are coming out. He did a solo playthrough for Gardeners, my friend Jack's game, and then Sowers, my game. Anyway, okay, so I met with Daniel. We had a nice conversation. This is, like it was. I think I was describing the turning point here for the retreat, and we hit the baseline. There was also some volatility going into the retreat. we lost somebody in our leadership team. The cooking situation came together last minute. I was one of the shoppers. I don't need to be one of the shoppers. I was just doing a lot. Like Friday, maybe didn't clarify expectations or get the information I needed from all the people on our team. But there were a couple people who were gone on a mission trip. I mean, that's a good thing, a great thing to participate in. Couple guys are working on Friday, and then had to do the shuttling of people. So anyway, I was, as far as our like official team, we did add one guy who, I wasn't sure how much he'd be willing to do. We never really sat and thought a whole lot about. We didn't have a lot of time to think about everything he'd be willing to do, and then he kind of, anyway, it was complicated. So when Daniel arrived, he saw that it was me running the welcome table, running in to work on food, answering this question, answering that question. He saw that it was mostly me Friday. And to be honest, I was overwhelmed. Just the way things worked out, building the schedule, having registration ready, having the slideshow ready for our, the information we wanted to share about our partners, like all that stuff. I was so busy working on and thinking about other things, including, like other responsibilities, like my class, that there were things that have come together fairly quickly in the past on the Friday of the retreat, because we have people setting up. We have Nathan who's starting to run games and stuff like that. Nathan wasn't there. He didn't work on the scheduled sheets as we had somebody working on in the past. And there's just a comedy of errors going into the retreat that led to me being overwhelmed, and I did not ask in any real productive way ask for help until pretty late in the evening, when a few of our guys gathered around and we said, and we just asked, like, who's willing to teach what can I print out, what can we print out for signups, and it all came together, so it's fine. But Daniel noticed exactly what he needed to notice and had a positive enough experience to want to get on board. So that was pretty cool, pretty encouraging meeting. Because I think we have something special with the retreat. It's niche, it's not for everybody, and we can always improve. I would love for there to be more stability going into every retreat, so we're not losing people, we're not having to replace people. We have backup plans if necessary. We have a clear idea of the target we're trying to hit. So all of that stuff, in my view, is now much more possible for, number one, me knowing that I have this apartment for at least a year. I don't intend to go anywhere. And because some of that instability was just me and a question mark around whether or not I was going to be able to stay. Because if I didn't have my own apartment, there was going to be no housing for me. I was leaving the church housing. It looked like there wasn't anything available that I could afford, but all of a sudden everything came together. I had the income I needed by working for Southern. The apartment showed up, and I was moving in within a week of seeing it. So everything worked out, and it's in my view, it's all in large part, it's pointing to building this experience out. So we're doing, taking some steps to build community, to solidify community. In fact, reluctantly, I created this Facebook group. Thankfully, we've already got a bunch of support, but we just need to centralize it. We need to have a way to talk through ideas, to work toward improvements, but so everybody's on board, so everybody knows what our heart and what our mission is. And here we have a nice little start with 22 members in the Hawaii Board Game Retreat group. It's tough because I never want to come across as competition, especially for the people we love. TTOCon, I really support what they do. They gave me my start. The Tabletop Oahu Facebook group has been really important. Some volunteering for Van and Megan at KawaiiCon and Comic-Con, and hopefully again in the future TTOCon. Like, these people, they allowed me into the network that enables us to produce what we do, to host what we do. So anyway, it's a special event. But it's not just a one-off event or two a year. It is it's a whole ecosystem because we're running Monday nights. We've been doing that for over 3 years. I support Ming whenever possible. It sounds like he's changing. He's shifting away from the Vine. So at least on the schedule there are no more game nights. The Vine is really where I made the earliest connections. I think after Facebook, that's where I showed up to one of the events. I dialogued a little on Facebook first, but then went to the Vine and actually met people face to face. That was really positive for me. From there, that's when I got involved with volunteering, etc. But it was because of what Ming does that I really got plugged in to this bigger network, and then it just grew from there to where I feel very very blessed to have the relationships I do. It's not always easy. It's not always complicated. There's definitely differences, and there's occasional tension, and there's miscommunication, and there's definitely necessary repair, at least from my point of view. I would like to repair my relationship with various individuals, but if it's not their choice, I'm not really sure what to do. But anyway, so we're working on these things, making progress in making something that lasts, and that hopefully lasts beyond me. I just never, obviously can't tell the future, but I'd love to build something that that can continue whether or not I'm involved. So that was an encouraging chat with Daniel yesterday. Now after that, I rested a little bit and then got ready for. I messaged my friend Stefan. We had planned to do. What he wants to do is Sunday games, but big games, and his intention is to pick a game that he really wants to explore, and then we just play that game several times. So the one that we've played twice so far is Anachrony, but we didn't get our little group together. Our little group of 3 together today. Jim was, I think, distracted by a movie, and then anyway, that left Stefan and I. And I'm still very willing to sit down and learn a game or play a game just to get more experience with it, even if it's not best at 2 or whatever. So I messaged Stefan and I mentioned that I've got these games. I have Praga and I have, what is it? Praga Kaput something. I don't have Shipyard with me, but that's another one that's new to me that I'd like to learn. And then Evacuation. These happen to all be Vladimir Suchy games. And I don't remember. I'm not sure I've played a Suchy game before. Sucky. That's not what I meant. I feel like I must have, but let's see. No. No. Somebody mentioned the Prodigals Club is one of their favorites. Oh, it's the brothers Murph, one of those guys. So I got Shipyard, Praga Kaput Regni, Woodcraft, and then my friend Mike threw in Evacuation. So anyway, my understanding is Suchy is up there with the best of Euro designers. I don't know, maybe one of you who's joined me here would be able to list some more, but it seems to me it's some of the personalities involved are this guy Vladimir Suchy. There is Alexander Pfister, who is the we were just talking about Great Western Trail guy. Yeah. Let me see what I know. He's put out a bunch as well. I haven't played a lot of his either. Maracaibo is the other one that I've seen like sold for as a used game. Broom Service. Yeah, so that's what I was getting to Lacerda. So my friend, I guess what I'm thinking, okay, who are like the big names when it comes to just like full on Euros? So it seems like it's Suchi, it's Pfister, it's um, Rosenberg, Uwe Rosenberg, and then Lacerda. So I'm looking at the wall of games at 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 Stefan's house, and he's got these, the big ones, the giant Kickstarter, all in, et cetera, games. And then he's got his Lacerdas stacked up, and I'm thinking, okay, we finished Praga. That's what we ended up playing, and I had a great time. Yeah, so, and I'm with you, Mike, in that it sounds like, you know, we like these bigger experiences, but then when you have something that's still it's compact but it's crunchy and it's like these tough efficiency puzzles, maybe it's just a mm, like you can still get the same feelings from some of these smaller games without the rules overhead, without the sprawling board and all the player boards and all the tons of pieces and stuff. And that's what okay, so Splotter, I've never played any Splotter games either. I've never played a Splotter game. Although, Mind Clash. So Anachrony is a Mind Clash game, and so that's my exposure to those guys. Yeah, so I've never played a full Lacerda. And anyway, I was talking with Stefan about, I saw his Lacerda games. He's got most of them. And I thought, how in the world, after Praga, which is not insanely complex, but like it's a lot, and I definitely was not by any means super efficient. I somehow ended up winning because I got a lot of in-game points. And it seemed like Stefan was a little more focused toward end game points. So I ran up ahead far enough, but it was very situational. It wasn't like a dominant win or anything like that. It could have very easily gone a different way. But anyway, I did fine, and I was seeing how things were connected and working together. But to think that a Lacerda game is like way more than that is crazy to me. So I don't even know how that's possible. So somehow, and I know for sure I'm gonna play some of these, but somehow the problems of you need to do this thing in order to get that thing, and you need those things in order to be able to do this. Maybe it's more like that, just like the multi-layered, like preconditioning type of stuff. Like you need to think pretty far down several chains and see where they'll meet in order to be able to do the thing you want to do. Anyway, I'm pretty intimidated, especially after something like this. Like one of these suchi games. Anyway, I'm excited to try, but it was cool. Stefan's a great teacher. Had a great time. It's just the two of us playing Praga, and I had a lot of fun with it. So it's just the problem is I don't know how easily I would be able to teach it. Like I can barely remember how it works. Once we got into the flow, it was working well. It was fun, but to be able to teach it, wow, I don't know if that's gonna work out. But before that, I stopped over at Armchair. I screwed up. I was sad that I got the dates wrong. So Armchair offered us a 20% discount for everybody that went to the retreat, 20% off of a certain selection of games. So I wanted to stop in, support them, take advantage of the discount, and so I bought a expansion for a game I really enjoy called Empires of the North, tableau building, like engine building thing that's been really cool. And I thought I've seen that sitting there for a long time, so now is a decent time for that. And I bought Harmonies. I can't say I'm super stoked about Harmonies. I played it, I think, once or twice, and it seemed like there was a lot more happening, and people were trying to compare it to Cascadia, and I thought, ooh, there's a whole bunch going on here that I kind of understand. I get the shapes you're working toward. I get you're stacking these, you know, these discs and get the little cubes going, and that there are bigger picture things like the river and the forest or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to give that a shot, and it just happened to be one of those things. But okay, so this is the last thing, and then I'll get back to game design. So my friend Robiana she's worked in Rapa Nui, and I was sitting at armchair, I noticed that Rapa Nui was on the shelf. I sent her a picture. She got excited. Okay, Harmonies is great, but feels more multiplayer solitaire than Cascadia, which seems hard to do, right? How could it be more multiplayer solitaire than Cascadia? But apparently it's possible. So, anyway, so I sent her a picture. She got excited. I looked at the back. I looked up the game on BGG as well, and it seemed like, oh, it might not be great for the. She wanted to buy it, and I thought, oh, it might not be great for taking to Rapa Nui and playing with those people. Anyway, so Stefan is giving away some games. He showed me a picture of a shelf in his room of games he wants to give away. That was one of them. So I was happy to inherit that, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I think that's enough chat for a while. First sip of coffee. It's time to rock, lock and load. Okay, so what I did yesterday was I recorded a playthrough of ADRA HQ, and I did it with the intention of like having something that I could send Sharon over at ADRA. I'm not convinced it was the best, cleanest playthrough. I want to add a few things just by way of reminders, some little descriptions of things. So I'm just going to add a few notes here. Why did I do that? Like, for example, one of the things was a 3 to 4 icon challenge card. I just put CC. Is draw a card. Active player draws a card. And then I actually don't understand why the height is weird. Actually, it's a perspective thing. But for some reason with this table, yeah, weird. Like if it's third person, it shows up. But I don't know what height it needs. Like, look at how wrong that is. That's not at all what I meant to say. Player draws a card. And like, where's the rest of this? Just shrink it. Okay, and then 5 icon. Icon CC is free refocus. And then the 7 icon challenge card is free refocus plus all players draw a card. Yeah. I'm gonna move this guy. Ooh. To raise it above the table a little bit. And I'm never really sure why that's the case. You saw. Yeah, because top down is pretty much the only view I use for most things. It'd be nice if TTS built in a little more capability for editing the text, or like having different fonts and stuff. There's like stuff like, I don't know. This is an amazing tool, and I don't have much reason to be negative about it, but it's kind of like, why is it still so ugly? And why are these weird, like, I don't know. I feel like they can make some tweaks that would make it look fresh, make it look nice, and then give you more control over like editing text and like, yeah, just some like does it all have to be centered? Are there any ways to change? No, right? You can just delete it all, and it all just looks the same. I don't know why that is the case. Maybe it's just not worth it. But it's not the. Yeah, I just need to make some more components that include this information. So I'll go through with a playthrough. You know, it'd be nice, even if I don't get all that code figured out for like a full setup, it would be nice to at least have a button that deals everybody cards right at the start. I think that should be pretty easy to make, but I also don't mind just doing it like this for now. I also wanted to see whether there was a hotkey to change colors, and I don't know why there would be, but I haven't looked into that. Okay, that's good. So the 7-minute timer. I was thinking about how since we've moved away from it's still real time in the sense you're going against the clock, but it's still turn based. I know the reason we went that direction was because I think it's mainly because of the different quadrants. That's what at least it seems to me that's the main reason. Because I don't mind what happens in 5-minute dungeon where, okay, maybe you overplay cards, a couple people take their cards back and you just move on. But here I think it was gonna feel really weird for different players to be able to like refocus at the same time and then disagree over that, and then, oh wait, were you doing that to refocus, or was that gonna satisfy one of the requirements? And just like I feel like it would just get really confusing. So here we are with turn-based, and I feel pretty good about it. But I don't know if I should be mourning the loss of the simultaneous real-time stuff. Anyway, I'm going to start the clock and just start taking turns here. I still haven't finished it. Finished the game. The focus, I'll do that. And then pass. Draw. Pass. Yeah, I think it needs, I'm going to discard to refocus. And then pass. Let's go here. and one other icon maybe, and here. Feels like a waste, but so it's green. Oh, that's actually perfect. Okay, so let's get satisfied. So it's gonna pass for the rest of the pass for the rest of the turn and draw a card, I guess. That order of operations is something I'll have to work on. Because he could have refocused and pass. Just draw. Draw. This is not great. Pass. I think a refocus. Just gonna discard that. Refocus over here, and then go there. Cannot complete that, so maybe wouldn't have done that. It's gonna draw. Okay, can complete this. So then refocus. Yeah, refocus, why not? We need these medical symbols. Where's the doctor at? Anyway, so this is gone. Draw a card because the active player draws a card, and then pass. Nothing, draw. Actually, I think now is the time to go to HQ. So draw. And I'm losing time here because everybody would be able to do this all at the same time. And then play passes to the next player. They flip and go. So we'll just do 2 to get the food icons. We need 2 of the food icons. And then that's it. 1, we need a food icon here, but not gonna have one, so pass. Here's a food icon, so this is complete. This is a 5. So it assumes a free refocus. So do we have what we need here? Nope. I think we'll refocus over here. So that was it for the 5. Here we can actually satisfy it in 1 turn. We talked about having a reward for this, but I don't think ever settled on one. A refocus. Do I want to refocus? Not yet. But I get to draw a card. Because what was that, a 3? Okay, I lost it. Draw a card. And next player. Okay, we've got 2 icons there, and then pass. Can do 1 icon. That's a little sad, but it's happening. And then pass. Okay, food. And then pass. It's about to be, oh, this is better. So we're just missing 1 tool icon, and then that's good. So anyway, this will be an ADRA turn. So draw. Check the time, we're at 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Okay, pass turn. Flip. We just need 1 more tool icon. This one needs medical. I think draw. Because it feels like it's so close. Why would you move focus away? But maybe it is better. The doctor and the medical icons are a little too rare right now, and I'm not sure why. Okay, so we got back to a tool. So this is going to satisfy this one. So the player has 1 more card to play, but we'll pass. We'll get a free refocus. You know what? I think the refocus should come after this card. is swept away. Everybody draws because it was a 7. Okay, and now the free refocus. Do we have the medical icons yet? No. So we'll go this way. There's 1 minute left. Am I at the right player? I think so. But this will be 1, 2. So the green icons are good. This guy can draw. Looking for food now. 1 more food and we have it. So we have it. It's a 5. So it's going to go away. And there's going to be a free refocus if necessary. But do we like it? I think we like it. So, oh no. No, let's go here. So there's a free refocus. So these two finally got this. That's a 4. So these are gone. And then draws a card. And we're at 15 seconds. So draws. Medical, water, 4 seconds. Let's see what we've got left. Okay, so got down to about half of the cards, or got through half. And I think I was starting to move better, move faster. I also, maybe I should close. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, no way. Yeah, I think there's an order of operations thing here that I don't love. And it's just remembering like the steps that people will need to go through when it comes to resolving these things. So let me write it down. I'll describe of operations for resolving completed challenge card effects. So I think definitely the resolution of the free refocus needs to happen after the next card is revealed. Otherwise, why would I guess I could refocus. I could refocus just because somebody says I have all the icons I need for this other thing, but then maybe it's just an unnecessary move away from something that was going to be good to work on anyway. So I do feel like, let's see, so let's say I play 1 card, it satisfies the challenge card. Does my turn end immediately when I satisfy a card? Probably. Because right now there's a simple benefit to every time I complete a card, there's a simple benefit. So if it's a 3 or 4, I draw a card. If it's a 5, it's a free refocus. If it's a 7, it's everybody draws a card and a free refocus. So it makes sense to me that the free refocus would happen at the end of everything if there's a free refocus, because you would want to draw a card and then know what's in your hand before the free refocus too. So even if it's a 7, the 7 icon challenge card, you want everybody to draw first before you use the free refocus. But one question is, do we end a player's turn immediately when they satisfy or complete a challenge card? Probably, right? Because, oh, wait a minute. No. There was one thought to leave the card. Why was the idea to leave the card unresolved until the end of the turn? Because that's what I'm assuming is happening, but I think it's um the reason somebody would want, let's say it's a 4. I complete the card with my first card. I complete the challenge card with my first card. Then it's swept away. It reveals a card that's not great for us. And then I can discard another card. Okay, so if the card is taken away, the challenge card is swept away in the middle of my turn, then I can play another card, another of my, like, the character cards, the from the player's deck. We can play it on the card below the previous challenge card. So that seems nice. Or I can use it. I can refocus. So if I play only one card, it satisfies the challenge card. Then we'd resolve the effect of the challenge card, which would mean I draw a card, or I do a free refocus if I want, or if it's the big. I'm going through the list of, like, depending on which icon count that card had, that everybody draws, and then I refocus. And if I still have a card I can play, this is a problem. I think it'll be hard to remember all that, to do all that stuff, and then still remember you can play one more card. I think I don't like that. I think we'll just have people forgetting that stuff. Somewhere, one of those steps, somebody's going to be forgetting something, I feel. Okay, so Mike, you're answering the question, like, why did we resolve completing challenge cards at the end of somebody's turn? I think so the active player isn't taking away other players' playtime for upkeep stuff. And since the goal is speed, revealing a new card and then having to parse a new board state takes time. Right. I don't want to, like, it feels like there are kind of too many, there's a possibility for too many little decision trees, or a decision tree with too many branches. The cleanest way would just be, once you complete one, pass play to next player. Yeah, so I think the part I don't love with this idea is, like, I would like for the teacher of the game to be able to just say very clearly what's possible on your turn without having too long of a list. So right now, what's possible is visit HQ, flip the card, draw back up to your hand size, your starting hand size, and then make a plan so you can talk. And then play passes to the next player, they flip the card, and then they continue. There's that option. Another option is draw a card. Okay, simple. So simple so far. Third option is play up to 2 cards. Play up to 2 cards. Now here's where like the branches start to open up, I feel. Because it's play a card. Now, did you complete a challenge card? If yes, do this. If no, play another card. If you cannot play another card, then pass. You know, right? If it's that kind of thing. Play a card. If this happens, then go down this path. If this happens, go down this path. Now, what if it's play a card? Did you complete a thing? No. Play another card. Or play a card to refocus. So I feel like there's just too many of those little things for people to get excited about. One, you complete one, play passes. If it's one, completing a challenge card is an event. If it's one you complete, when you complete one, play passes. It's a decision tree is maybe not the best image. It's flowchart. That's what I was looking for. It's a flowchart. The game from Brian, the one they sent us. Samson and Delilah has that flowchart of did you defeat the Philistines? Yes. Did Delilah does Samson trust Delilah? It's like this big flowchart that you have to resolve. Anyway, I think flowcharts are going to work against us here. But when you complete one, play passes. So that works except for the way that the 7 icon card works right now, or the 5 icon. So if there was no effect for resolving a card, then I think play passes. Yeah, if there's no benefit to completing these cards, then play passes. So that's the easiest possible, the fewest rules possible. That is, if there's no benefit to completing a card. Let me try that. I'm going to run that right now. Change the benefit, or I'm just going to drop the benefits. I'm just going to see how this goes. Dropping the benefits. Okay, 7 minutes on the clock. Shuffle, shuffle. Let me give everybody 4. Flip. Okay. All right, now just playing right through, no benefits. Just if you complete a card, your turn's done. Play passes to the next player. I think we should let any player. It might be a little too strong to just like, I don't know, like let a player elect to go first. I'm gonna do it though, because I kind of want to give the players every advantage right now that I can think of. So the builder says I'm gonna start because I can. Oh, the teacher says I'm gonna start because I can satisfy this card right away. Okay, 7 minutes. Okay, here's 1, 2. This is complete. Play passes. Can't do anything. Gonna refocus. Go this way and go there. Maybe that was a bad idea. Refocus back to the top and play there. Okay. Cannot do anything. Draw a card. Okay, I have a green. Can do that and then pass. Let's go to ADRA HQ. So flip, Everybody draws back up to 4. And then play will pass to this player next. Flip. Okay, and that turns out to be perfect. So it's just what we needed. Play passes to the next player. I think probably a refocus. Go here, refocus. I'm not sure why. Just gonna add the food icon and pass. No medical again. We'll wait on medical, so this one will draw. Oops. Okay, play passes. This is 1, 2 medical. So just 2 medical remaining. And play passes. This player, there's not much they can do, but they'll refocus and work right there. This player will draw. With it being so simple now, it might be like take up to 2 actions. But let me. This is working fine. Still need 2. Oh, food icon. Bam. So play passes to the next player. I do like how clean that is. Okay, play. That's 2 water icons. Let's go to H. Ooh, no. Just draw. Okay, this player's got what they need, so this is gone. Play passes. Let me clean these up a little bit. Okay, so this is good and good. Okay, this player needs to draw. Or, no, they go to HQ. Flip, draw, back up to 4. Okay, play passes, flip. This is perfect. The timing was good for this player to be the one. Okay, this is gone. Play passes. We need to refocus, so... Oh, we still don't have enough... We have 1 more medical icon. Let's say we'll refocus. Let's go there. This player is going to draw. 1 medical icon, that's so sad, but pass. Draw. Draw. Oh man. We're at 2.5 minutes left. Now we're just fishing for medical. So I still think there probably needs to be something like play any 2 cards for a wild icon or something like that, right? But okay, so that's what we needed. This player, yeah, we're low on medical icons for some reason. There's still a lot of cards left though. There's just 1. Is this all we needed? Yes. So this is gone, but that would have been a really frustrating set of dead turns just then. Okay, this is great. 1, 2. Okay, just need 1 more green icon. Pass. Discard this one. Over here, so this is gone. Yeah, those medical icons for some reason. Well, there's 2 of them. But now we kind of need to wait. Like, is this refocus time? I'll just refocus to the one that doesn't include. So here's 1, 2. Okay, this is good. Now we just need one more. Wait, that's perfect. So that's gone. Okay, we're at a minute left. Play passes. Draw. Oh no. Nothing. Draw. Okay. Books. Good. Pass. Oh no. Refocus. Medical. Okay, this is done. Refocus. Down here. Can't do anything else. We're at 13 seconds. Draw. This would be an ADRA flip. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's all the medical icons. Flip. Nothing. So that's definitely time. That was a lot cleaner. That was a lot cleaner. And I would guess the team would definitely get that done. It's very weird. Very weird losing, like not having one type of icon. And let me go see what we have. Interesting that the where did the actual game file go? That's weird. Yeah, I definitely prefer that. Maybe there's some other variant that's like an advanced variant, but that was fast. You know, there wasn't a lot of decision space, but there was a little bit. And I really didn't mind that it was just so bam bam, just make it happen. What's going on here? Interesting. Yeah, the actual file for the web app thing that we had is not listed here. I'm sure we can find it, but that's odd. Testing some changes. Eliminate the completion effects for challenge cards. If a player completes a challenge card, pass the turn. When a player I think we should be able to discard 2 cards to for any. Oh no. The problem with this was there's no way to remember which icon that was. That was the main issue. So it's just kind of struggle. Everybody draws. What could happen, I don't love this idea, but what is possible is like if in the game we included chips, like icon chips, and so you could almost like have a specialist working on something where it's play 2 cards face down, take a chip from the little pool, maybe there's one of each, and place it on the card. So you can do that for 1 card. Or 1 icon of each type. You could discard 2 cards to get that icon and like apply it to the card. So that's one idea. I don't love it, but definitely I think it would not be helpful to have like the ability to complete to satisfy like 1 icon requirement in a kind of wild way. Like discard 2 cards for any 1 icon. I feel like that would crash and burn as an idea. But I need something. There needs to be something, I feel. Now that does traipse back to Mike, your possible or potential idea of satisfying icons in order, but I feel like this is working, and that would be just the yeah, I like how systematic that one is, and it would allow us to do like a wild thing. But the flow of this is just so nice and snappy. Just bang, bang, bang. Just get it done. And now with two icons on each card, I feel like it is very discernible what icons are left. Let me see how often, because these darn medical icons were there. They just didn't come. Well, let's see if there were very few for the first responder, which is kind of interesting. Oh, let's see how many cards are left. That's pretty good. I feel like a 7. What did I do that for? Search. A couple medical icons left in there. A couple here. And interesting that the builder is what's left. And there are no medical icons left in there. Wait, did I check this one? Yeah, there was a fair number. I wonder if we got most of the medical icon cards too. No, there's quite a few left. One. So there were 4 total. Actually, let me look at these cards. So they were all gone from here. Let me reset the game. Yeah, I think slowing down and resolving the effects really threw off the pace. I like where this, just in simplicity's sake, streamlined as it is, just cruising is really nice. I don't know, that might be a replayability issue, but I really think in the mass market, replayability is not really a problem. You find a game that's simple enough, attractive enough, that's what people play. They just play it over and over and over and over. That's the one game they want to play. So I think it's okay to reinforce that. You know, like, I don't think we need... There probably doesn't need to be a story mode, but there could be. There maybe a couple of advanced rules would be nice. But if we hit that sweet spot of tell me, Mike, how do you think about the mass market? I'm also just thinking about like what I see when people show up. Like, we've had game nights before at a few churches, and there is that group, this family that will play Phase 10, and that's what they play. Or I guess they play Farkle or Phase 10. That's it. There's no interest in any game beyond that. Yeah, I think that's right. It's a game they're okay playing once a month for a long time. Right. So if they're not like a gaming family, if that's, they do it on occasion, they do it for special events. Like for our family, around Thanksgiving time, it was always Trivial Pursuit. That was the thing that we played. And it could be that the game came out at other times, but I'm not sure it did. I guess I don't know for sure, but it seemed like that was the game for family events. And actually we brought it out, I think it was last Thanksgiving I was back in Buffalo, and we tried to play, and it actually got like heated, and some people never wanted to play again and stuff like that. It was really sad. Like, why do we do this to each other? Why play this game when there are so many other great games to play? Or in some cases, just hang out. Like, that's fine. Yeah. But this could be the game that they bring out. Keeping it this streamlined, this simple, it could make it the game. So mass market games can be a little more novelty based than gamer games. Novelty based. You'd have to describe a little more what you mean. So mass market games can be a little more novelty based than gamer games. I'm not, yeah, I feel like you've got an idea here that I'm just not following yet. Because the novelty doesn't run out. Like taco, cat, goat, cheese, pizza. What's novel about that game? Do you mean like every time you play, there's like surprise? If you played that multiple times a week for a few weeks, it would suck because the novelty will wear out. Oh, you mean if the pace is the same? Like you play once a month, once every other month when you have like a birthday party or a church event or something. Played once a month, it doesn't run out. Right. Yeah. Right. So if you're not, yeah, a gamer would want to be playing games more often, and so the novelty would wear off faster, I think. Is in alignment with what you're saying. Yeah, it's funny. I think it was, what's the free Catan website? What is it called? Something IO. Play Catan online. Colonist.io. So on their Instagram, they posted, I just saw it on my feed. They posted a way to like spice up Catan, and you leave the tiles face down. You place your first settlement and road, and then after that you flip them face up. And most of the comments are like, oh, cool idea, or oh, we've been doing that for years, or wow, that sounds fun, we're gonna try that next time. And my view at this point is, if you're looking for ways to spice up Catan, you should play a different game, because there are lots of amazing games that came after Catan. And so it's the point at which you start house ruling or you start experimenting when in my view, it's like, cool, this is familiar, this is great, and you want to keep it fresh. But there are a billion games that would be interesting for you. I get that there's the rules overhead, there's the, watching the video, reading the rule book, there's all that stuff to contend with. But if you find that that the novelty has worn off, there's just so many cool options to try. But yeah, the game itself being novel, that's something about the game being novel. The game itself being novel. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, we haven't had Indian in a while. Let's go have Indian tonight. Or, it's been a long time since we made tacos. Let's make some tacos. Speaking of taco cat, goat, cheese, pizza. Spiced up Monopoly. Yeah, but you're a designer. You're not somebody like looking to milk more fun out of the same thing because that's all you know. That's different. Yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? I was gonna put, yeah, I was adding that rule. Now I'm gonna take that away. Testing rules changes. Please update the rulebook and prototype with these changes. We also don't have player powers, and so far I'm okay with that. The interactive canvas, that's what it's called. There it is, it's back. Nice. Okay, major shift in the flow of the game. Eliminating all challenge completion bonuses and forcing the turn to end means that successfully resolving a crisis now requires sacrificing all remaining actions. This drastically increases the value of a single turn and the strategic cost of completing a challenge. I have updated the rule set. Okay, let's see. Simplified the rule set by removing section 3B3, bonus application, and updating the turn cleanup logic to end the turn immediately. Okay, simplified to remove all bonus calls. Now simply sets is complete flag and immediately calls end player turn. Cool. Change the result in a much tighter, more difficult game where every move matters. Let me know how the playtesting goes. Let me try it in here again now that this is set up differently. And then I think I'm going to transition away. I'm at an hour and 20 minutes right now. But this is good. I think, uh-oh. Hello? Immersive content redacted for brevity. The interactive canvas isn't working. What are you doing to Monopoly, Mike? Weird. Oh, preview? Wait. What? Do I have to go somewhere else? You know what? I wonder if this got all messed up because of all that crazy amount of coding I was trying to have it do, and I wonder if it like just got overwhelmed. Like now it just can't run all this stuff. I would hate to start another chat just so that I could use this. It's in preview mode and it's giving the same message. Oh, come on. These are just supposed to work. Look at the rules. I bet it is something kind of silly like that. Let me start a new one. You're aware of our ADRA HQ chat. Can you rebuild the interactive canvas from that chat in this new chat? Oh no. What? What is this? Nope. Previous ADRA HQ chat. I do have complete context of our current. Okay. This is not. I'm asking canvas. I'm asking for is a card game. Come on. You got this. No. Bummer. Okay, maybe if I can just get the code then. But this is all the code says. What happened to it? Ah, come on. Okay, maybe I just copy the contents here. Go to this new one. Or maybe kill this one. Start a new one. For a card game I'm working on called ADRA HQ. Oh, interesting. Can you create the rulebook canvas and an interactive canvas where I can playtest the game, create both. Let's try this. I wonder if it can read whether or not those cards, oh no, whether or not the data, oh, it did figure it out that those were in tables. No, it's not 2 actions. Interesting. Let's some rules tweaks. On a player's turn, they can do one of the following. Draw a card, visit HQ, draw a card, visit HQ, play up to 2 cards. May play a card to a challenge card to meet an icon requirement. May discard play. Discard a card to refocus a ADRA HQ. And then if whenever a player completes a challenge card, play passes to the next. Let me see if that works. Okay. Okay, on your turn, you must choose one of the following 3 main actions. Draw a card, visit HQ, or play cards up to 2 moves. The player may perform up to 2 card-related moves in any combination. Play a card. Refocus, so you can play a card. Good. I think that's right. Okay, now I wonder if we can go to the, if I can go to the playtest file, see what it looks like. Oh, wow. Very different. What? How do I start this? Start timer. First, what? Weird. Oh, play cards. Yikes. So where is it focused right now? Is it here then? What does it want? I'm gonna refocus. And it just discarded? That's weird. Interesting. I definitely prefer the other prototype, from what I can tell here. And play. So who am I right now? Interesting. I'm gonna play up to 2. I want to... Where in the world did they go? Oh, up here. Okay, so that's done. End play. I can't see. Wow. Prototype. Please show the player's cards at the start of their turn. Also, make sure there is an arrow on ADRA HQ card pointing to the quadrant in focus. There should be 3 cards, 3 challenge cards. Piled and randomized in each quadrant at the start of the game. Let's try those changes. Okay, I feel generally good about this. Anyway, going back to a simpler version, I should probably write down some notes. Doesn't mean it's perfect, doesn't mean we're there yet, but I like the simplicity. I'm attracted to that, just how clean it is. Complete a thing, pass a turn. Play up to 2 cards. You can refocus and then play, or play and then refocus. It would be pretty weird to refocus twice, but I guess legally you could do that. That would just feel sad. Probably wouldn't add... Oh, nice. Okay, so the arrow's working now. Start the game. Okay, this is not what I was asking for. It should show from the start. So play that. Hello? I think, what happened here? Okay, next player. I need to see this one is good. Something went wrong. Okay. The tent, I want to draw a card. Very weird. Okay, I could work on this. I'm a little sad the other one's gone. The other one was functioning fine, and I think we probably overwhelmed it by trying to get a bunch of code. Please try again to rebuild the interactive canvas. Show me the code. Yeah, I wonder if it just got drowned by all that other code. Anyway, I think that's good for me. I've got a lot to do. I think today is going to be an unpacking day, and I don't know what else I'm going to be able to accomplish. I need to do some grading for sure. Have a little shake just then, and yeah, there's plenty to do. I'm just going to regroup after this little session here. So fun to experiment. Mike, thanks for joining, and everybody else who stopped by, appreciate you. And I will see you soon. Have a great day. Oh, there it is. Let me see the code. I'll copy this. Interesting. Here's the original canvas. Can you borrow most of your code from this and start to make tweaks? Okay, bye-bye for now.